Welcome to Six Figure Trucker, the podcast where we share advice on how to be successful in trucking and have fun while doing so. We'll share stories, news, and advice on how to earn six figures in trucking, and we'll speak to guys and gals that are already doing so. Let's get to the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Six Figure Trucker, brought to you by Norton Transport. And each and every one of you, if you join us each week on Thursdays, you know this is a space where we elevate and celebrate the drivers of Norton Transport. Without them, we could not make what we do. Now, joining us on the road right now is Jaboris Christian. Jaboris has pulled over for a stop here. Jaboris, thank you very much for joining us.
It's a pleasure, man.
Now, we talked last week about some of your driving qualifications, experiences, seeing the open road. And now, for the record, Jaboris is a Class B driver. He has all of his qualifications, right-hand drive, specialty, CNG, did his Heil right along. That's pretty much giving you carte blanche as far as what you need to drive anything.
Yeah, basically.
We wanted to kind of drill down a little bit this week about what you do off the road. What takes up your time when you're at home?
Wife and kids mainly.
How do you manage that? You told me earlier you got a 7-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old daughter. I'm sure they're precious to you. How do you manage the time where you can spend a lot of time with them when you're on the road so much?
Ooh, I try to keep it on a week-to-week basis. I give it to where, like, if I'm out on the road 2 weeks, I go home for a week and spend it with them. So I break it down like that. But they know dad got to go to provide, take care of the household. So the 3-year-old calls me daily, probably 3
She
times a
calls you
day.
what?
Yeah, so she calls me
Oh, she
daily.
calls you daily. She FaceTime you? What's her name?
Her name's Janelle.
Janelle. Now, you and I were talking about you went to Purdue University. That's an outstanding academic school there.
Yeah.
Do you live in the area there where Purdue is, or what attracted you to Purdue?
I actually grew up in Indianapolis, so
Okay,
it's always the IU Purdue rivalry. I chose Purdue. Um, Now I actually live in Houston, so not too far from where I
gotcha.
grew up actually.
Now, your major at Purdue, uh, did you meet your wife at Purdue? Is that right?
Yeah,
Now, you guys had the same major.
same major, graduated the same day.
Gotcha. Now, what was your major?
Computer graphics technology with a concentration in multimedia and web development.
Gotcha. Now that has helped you and your wife do some side business there, and tell us a little bit about that because you work a little bit on the web development side. And you were telling me that before we get to your wife, you've always been a computer guy.
Yeah, always.
How did you get into it, and what attracted you to it?
Um, I took a computer class in 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade. It was computer uh, design class, but it was based on like modeling and engineering. Uh, For note, I was 6th grade. Um, and just from there, I just knew I wanted to be some type of designer. But I've always been interested in computers. I grew up in the '90s. Well, I was born in the '90s, grew up in the 2000s, so that was that era.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now from that, you and your wife have started a couple of companies. Tell
Uh-huh.
us about um, tell us about those two companies.
One of them is my wife's name is Andrew. So we named the first one her first name, but just her initial, and the middle name is Michelle. So A Michelle. A Michelle Designs is based on web development, graphics, promotions, anything dealing with computer design or business implementation. Basically.
I got you. What are some of the bigger projects she's tackled successfully?
She works with a lot of other businesses to build their brands. So I mean, that in itself is our big project. So um,
I got you.
she does a lot of
Brand promotion for
yeah, there you go. Brand promotion, social media, web development. Um,
I
she
got
deals
you.
with a lot of academies and things like that.
Okay, well, that's cool. Now, your other company is, Ambitious Mentality?
Yeah, that's the clothing side of it.
Okay. Now, Ambitious Mentality also carries the same initials, A&M,
Correct.
and c you were saying it's the clothing side of it. Tell us a little bit about when it started and how it's, progressed from there.
That's a recent company we just put in effect a couple years ago, and it's based off of just like building character. Like I said, it's called ambition mentality. So it's the name speaks for itself. It's like an inspirational brand that allows you to express your nature, whatever you like to do, anything you want to do, just give it your all and be ambitious about it. But it's through
Gotcha.
clothing.
Do you guys have some, like, catchphrases that you put on T-shirts, that kinda thing?
Yeah.
What's one of your more popular ones?
Live ambitious, and I'm paraphrasing. This one mainly, one of them is live ambitious and do what you love and succeed at it.
Cool. That's very good advice. You're listening to Jaboris Christian here on the Six Figure Trucker brought to you by Norton Transport. He's joined us on the side of the road outside Lexington, Kentucky, making his way from Virginia to Commerce City, Colorado. Um, Tell us about the clothing brand. Which one of those two, when you compare them, the design and the clothing brand, which one's been more successful and which one do you put the most resources into?
Oh, the most recent, well, it's kind of one of them is a sister company of the other one. The design company has been around since 2016, so we're almost 10 years in. Actually started that in college. That one has the most resources, most clientele. Um, been building that for at least the last 8 years off and on. Their clothing brand is one in itself of the design company because the design company is what actually implements the design for the clothing brand. So,
I got you. I got you. Now, if somebody wanted to get a T-shirt or start some T-shirts up, maybe for a company,
mhm.
get something spread across there, how would they be able to get in touch with you about that if they wanted some T-shirts designed?
We have a website. We're actually working on it right now to revamp it. But one of them is amichelledesigns.com. The other one, we're actually building that, but we use Andrew Michelle's to promote the clothing for Ambition Mentality. So it's all on the
And
same site.
and her graphic design business is more geared toward if somebody does she develop websites for other companies?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
something that she does?
Sometimes
So
she doesn't, she doesn't do it often because it's strenuous, takes a lot of time. But she can and she does. So
gotcha. Now, I guess she's doing that, taking care of the kids at home while you're on the road.
yeah, that's the work life balance we got. So
How does that work out? Do you get a lot of time for each other?
oh, two kids, being a contractor and her running a business, not much. But we try to. She had to. We just had this conversation the other day about that. We need to have more parent time, meaning going out on dates, things like that. So we're working towards it. It's been kind of slow on just focusing on us lately because we've been more in tune with the children and building the business.
It's tough to balance all that when you got so many irons in the fire.
Oh man, tell me about it.
Well, Jaboris Christian, thank you so much for joining us here on the Six Figure Trucker brought to you by Norton Transport. Jaboris, what's your plans for the rest of the week upcoming after you drop in Commerce City?
Got another run heading back down to Texas. And my birthday is Wednesday, so I'm gonna take that day off.
Well, happy birthday.
Appreciate
Happy birthday.
it.
How old will you be?
I'm at a big 33, man.
33, double
Yeah.
threes. You doing anything to celebrate?
Actually, we got a trip to Florida the week after. We're taking the kids down to Disney, so I'm gonna use that to
Oh,
celebrate my birthday. But Daddy's
okay.
working right now, so not too much.
Yeah, you got to work to pay for that Disney trip. Jaboris, thank you very much for joining us. I certainly appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, be careful out there.
Thank you.
Six Figure Trucker is brought to you by Norton Transport. Norton Transport is a drive-away trucking company that customers can rely on. It offers excellent independent contract driving opportunities to professional, courteous, and qualified drivers that can provide the kind of service we deliver. If you're interested in learning more about Norton or just want to subscribe to the show, check out 6-figuretrucker.com. That's 6-figuretrucker.com.